Hello everybody, Zet here. I hope you guys are having an amazing day and I'm glad that you stopped by. Today's video would be a bit more relaxed. It would just be mostly shooting the breeze. Might as well go over why this channel exists. I think I will be making these into a weekly segment where I talk about what catches my eye, keeping my ear on the ground, about other trading card products that will be coming out, what I'm interested, what I'm keeping my eye on, what I am letting go. I would be giving my honest opinion as to what you should do, reacting to news, reacting to new products, reacting to new releases, because I feel like 2020 has been such a crazy year for people who are involved in card games and people who have never heard of a card game and jumping into the hobby. I remember seeing the release of the Jirachi box and there were tons of people going out to major stores like Target, Walmart to just scoop up the entire aisle of the Jirachi box, and then there's nothing in there except for a Jirachi promo. The packs inside is just a pack of evolutions, and then there's Steam Siege? Like, who's collecting Steam Siege? But anyway, let's get started. My name is Zet. I have a background in trading cards for a decade plus now. I started Pokemon when everybody started Pokemon. I think it was like 98, 99. That's when it came to America. I started out with blue version and then just never missed a generation, and then got hooked with the card game. Started with base set. The first product I ever bought was base set starter deck with the first edition Machamp. And I don't know the rules because I didn't bother reading them, so I just laid them out like chess pieces at the local park, and I would just put I think it was a red deck with and a fighting deck. It was red and fighting? Yeah, it was red and fighting, and he just laid out the energy on the chessboards. And then I hopped into Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was really popular when it came out. The anime took the world by storm, and it was so popular. I think the starter decks were sold out almost immediately, if I could recall, because I told my friend to get me a starter deck Kaiba. He got it for me, and then I said, I want another one because I want 3 blue eyes. And he said, no, it's sold out. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's sold out. So I started, when did it come out? I think it was like 2001, 2002. And then I was just hooked with the game. Kept on collecting. But of course, like everybody who went through card games, they had a falling out and dropping back in. So I played when the game first came out. I used to go to like my local shop and just buy packs whenever I get allowances. And I remember the first major hit I ever got was Metal Raiders, and I bought a pack and it came out with an ultra rare counter trap. It was either Magic Jammer. No, yeah, it was Magic Jammer, and I thought, this word negate, it sounds really strong. And then I learned the game mechanics, and then I started playing in tournaments. I dropped out during the GX era because it started getting boring, and I was getting disappointed when I buy booster boxes at that time. I would get my ultimate rare from my box, and it was a ultimate rare version of a rare card. That was such a slimy thing for Upper Deck to do, but as time went on, I stopped collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I stopped during after Cybernetic Revolution. I just kept on playing. I dropped out after GX and then came back in because of 5Ds, because 5Ds was such a cool era. Not because of the motorcycle, but because of the storyline, of the arc, of the characters. It was just 5Ds was a home run. I dropped out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, and then I think at that time I quit for good, and I went into Magic the Gathering because financially that game was a lot more enticing than Yu-Gi-Oh! So from the timeline on, I stopped Pokemon for a while, and then just kept on carrying with Magic the Gathering. But because of the past few years, Magic has been pretty wobbly as a card game, as there are lots of problems with that game that I'm not going to delve into at the moment. I jumped back into Pokemon, I think about a year ago or 2 years ago, and then along came 2020. Pokemon took off because of the major focus of the world turned into staying at home and focusing on your hobby, and a lot of people started focusing on Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Pokemon, but mostly Pokemon. And as we can see, the hype of Pokemon went up off the charts in 2020, which I believe is a huge bubble waiting to pop. But I'll get into that in another day. So what's my goal? My goal, as every other collector, is to just collect things that I like, and I want them to be at the epitome of what I could do at the moment, limited to my finances, limited to what I can buy, limited to what I can do with it, and I want to own the best and the shiniest piece. I think that's very similar to a lot of collectors. Collect lots of cool stuff, make sure they're in a good condition of the cool stuff. I think that's on the similar mindset as to a lot of people. So let's get into the weekly segment of what I bought recently. If you guys have seen my videos recently, I've bought a lot of Japanese products of Pokemon. I bought quite a number of Vivid Voltage because I am really adamant about that set. That set is really strong. In collectibles wise, I think that set is really strong and it's got legs for the future, especially with the 6 amazing rares, especially with the chance of getting the secret rare Fat Pikachu. But I really think that the amazing rares would be what carries the set into a highly collectible set. So whether or not you're buying singles from the set or you're buying booster boxes to stash away, I think you're doing a very good call. I've been buying amazing rares that I'm missing from whatever it is that I cracked. So far I cracked 2 booster boxes and I hit 4 out of 6, so I'm just buying the remaining 2. But I might buy more Vivid Voltage to crack because with Battle Styles coming up in like 2 months and with Shining Fates coming up in like a month, Vivid Voltage will be in the back of people's minds for like a while. So if you haven't gotten your Vivid Voltage stuff that you needed yet, I think the time is running out, and if you want to, you should buy before they get higher. I believe I said in a video that I was going to show this off in another video, but I thought it should be reserved in segments like these. I bought this. This is a World Championship 2019 promo for Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically what Konami has been doing is that they've been hosting World Championships. Every year they give out attendance promos. Whatever promos that they don't give out at the attendance, they've been doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Day and World Championship Viewership Day, as I could recall. And they give promos to every local game stores with envelopes of 2 promos since 2018 and 2019. And you have a chance of being raffled and winning these promos. I didn't get the 2018 promos, which is the Dark Magician and the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but I did get the Red Eyes Black Dragon, and up close it looks really cool with the hieroglyphics and the explosive shiny. But I bought this at a reasonable price, I would say. I didn't get the Monster Reborn, but I would definitely be getting this graded whenever I get the chance. I'm just really obsessed with these. And I also bought the Gari-Kun promo of Zarude from because of the Pokemon Coco the movie, or movie the Coco? Pokemon the movie the Coco. Pokemon Coco the movie. One of them. I paid about $4.20 or $4 because I thought it was a cool promo to collect, and I thought that it would be kind of scarce and I definitely want that on my mantle if it comes with a good grade. But usually Japanese promos are printed pretty pristinely, so here's to hoping that it comes pretty good. What I've been keeping my eye on recently is Vivid Voltage and a few of these Shining Legends singles. As you all know, with the hype of Pokemon taking out by storm from 2020, I think a lot of people has been priced out of certain singles because of the scarcity, especially the Shining Legends singles. I'm not sure if I want to collect the whole set of every Shining Pokemon from Shining Legends anymore, but I did buy a few for whatever it is that the price is right. But recently they've been going up a lot. Namely the more popular Pokemon such as Lugia, Rayquaza, Mew, somewhat. They've been going up in price and they're almost getting priced out. And the Shining Lugia only comes in the Super Collector Premium box that they had, but it's been long gone now. And I think there's still some listings, but they're pretty high up there. So if you could find some that is within your price range, I think you should just snatch it, because Shining Legends is one of those small sets, and from what I can remember, Pokemon usually don't reprint small sets unless it's really due to popular demand like Hidden Fates. So if you guys like the Shining Pokemon from Shining Legends, I believe you should go for it before they're about 100 each. That can't be true. Not 100 each. Not certain ones like Volcanion and Genesect, but you should get them before they get priced out of your range. I'm keeping an eye out on Shining Fates pre-orders. Let's talk about that. Shining Fates pre-orders have been bonkers. You are never gonna find these in MSRP unless you go into big box stores on the day of release. My opinion on Shining Fates singles, if they are a direct migration from Shining Star V in the Japanese set, I think other than the Shining Charizard VMAX, I'm not really interested in much, because they took a few of the Shining Pokemon from the roster to put it in their special promo sets. Like Boltund is in a tin, Eldegoss is in a tin, Cramorant is in a tin. I think with Shining Fates you should keep an eye on it, and don't be trigger happy, because from what I've learned in this turbulent year of 2020/2021 so far, is that the supply always outbeats the demand. And when the supply doesn't match the demand, Pokemon will always find some way to make sure that the supply matches the demand. If you could see from Champion's Path, it's a really small set. Both the Shiny Charizard V and the Rainbow Rare Charizard VMAX, they were both pretty hyped in the beginning, because on day one I checked the listing and each of them sold for $1,200, and that was absurd. It floated on around 600 to 500 for like a couple of months, and then it just tanked now to like about 280 to 250. If you've been patient, I think right now is a good time to buy your Charizards. I think the lesson going forward with Shining Fates is don't be too trigger happy. If you could find MSRP, congratulations. Don't think that it's so rare that it's gonna be priced out of you, because it never would. Especially with such hype sets that Pokemon is trying to push out, supply always outbeats demand. Especially with the unheard of reprint of Hidden Fates, because again, like I said, I've never really remembered a time when Pokemon reprinted a set because of demand besides standard sets. When Hidden Fates got the reprint, it was really unheard of. I believe with Shining Fates, the supply will be scarce because they're releasing in waves, but the supply will always outpace demand, if there's anything I learned from Champion's Path. I think with approaching Shining Fates, the lesson here is Just keep an eye out on prices every week. And then when it gets to peak supply, I think that's when you buy whatever it is that you want to buy. I wish you luck. If you could find an MSRP, congratulations. If not, then just keep an eye out like I do. I think that's it for this episode. Let me know if you guys actually like segments like these where I just shoot the breeze and just talk about trends, trading cards, trading card history, my history with trading cards, etc, etc. And if you guys like it, please leave a comment, like it, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Zed. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope that you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.